honey yard dash. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey yard dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can call for the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no bill.
Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Shoot.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Come on out here. Come get some.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Cousins now from the 50. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Echo. Over.
They'll run with McCaffrey. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
I know, easy.
First down, here's Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television. He said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
That's a good shot.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Go Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, zoom. Off the screen.
Rodgers now to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Jim. He's coming. We got double up.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Green 18. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
54 Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check 26. Check 26. Do. Hey, can.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there, 1st down, Vikings. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Good route here.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Hey, Ringo, 48. Hey, Steamer. Ringo, bring the energy.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll throw again. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
He's coming. He's coming. Double up. Check. Crouch. Right there. 54.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And Diggs has it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
Hey,
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Bailey got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 626.
Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Everson Griffin. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fighting down past the 45. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. A first down throw for Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Leave it, 48! Where's the hot?
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Cousins. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A good passing down here. They send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down. To the air again, it's Cousins. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there, as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Hey, seam 6.
Now a run with McCaffrey. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 40 now on second down. Rodgers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
I'm going to run you over. Hey, orbit.
McCaffrey. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
Now a signal and a timeout called, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This one taken from the 7th. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield.
Kill.
This is McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there from McCaffrey. 43 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 13-yard line.
Blue 58. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
18. Gun.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Mike, Jim. Coming to you. Mike. Switch up.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things